Who are the top 10 most controversial figures in Irish history? Stay tuned to find out. Well, everybody, welcome to a brand new series I'm putting together on YouTube called Top 10 in History. And throughout this series, I'm hoping to be putting together various top 10 lists, whether it be top 10 most controversial, top 10 most important, top 10 events, etc., throughout history in various different countries, whether it be Ireland, Britain, America, Africa, Asia, etc. This is what this series will focus on. Today's topic will be top 10 most controversial figures in Irish history. But before I start this video, folks, I must stress, any top 10 is highly subjective. My top 10 would be completely different to somebody else's top 10, etc. So to be fair, I have asked AI what their top 10 is. And this is what these videos will be based on. It'll be based on what AI reckons is the top 10 most important in each category. And I must stress as well, folks, AI can be wrong. So bear that in mind. It's not perfect, but at least it'll make a very decent topic of discussion, whether it be you agree with them, disagree, etc. So this is what I'm looking forward to, and this is what these videos will delve into in now, but also in the future moving forward. But before I start, first of all, I just want to provide a bit of info about myself in case you're coming across my channel for the first time. My name's Peter. I am a PhD candidate studying Thatcher's poll tax, which is a controversial tax 1980s, early 1990s in Britain, but I love my Irish history. I'm from Belfast. I do have an awful accent. I research at Queen's University in Belfast. But outside of academia, I'm also a content creator. I have almost 250,000 followers on TikTok, almost 5,000 on YouTube and Instagram, etc. So I do that outside, and I'm hoping to use my channels and stuff to further research and just to enlighten everybody in various topics about history. So that's about me, folks. And if you haven't done so already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, because I just hoping these channels are used to enlighten people about history. But yeah, folks, without any further ado, I'm going to get into today's topic. And today's topic is the top 10 most controversial figures in Irish history. And I guess, again, I'll stress this, folks, this is according to AI. It's not my opinion. Some of these I do know about. Some of them I probably haven't really much knowledge about whatsoever. And I also would possibly disagree on the order of the top 10. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. In 10th place, we'll have Lord Craigavon, or more specifically, James Craig. And what it says here about James Craig is Lord Craigavon, whose given name was James Craig, was a very significant figure in Irish and British history, particularly concerning the creation and early years of Northern Ireland. Here's a breakdown of his key roles. This is what it says. He was a very key figure in unionism. He was a leading figure in the Ulster Unionist Party, advocating strongly for maintaining the union between Ireland and Great Britain. He was instrumental in opposing Home Rule for Ireland, which is a very important topic in Irish history. I'll do that in another topic, another video, sorry. And he was the first Prime Minister of Northern Ireland following partition from Ireland in 1921. He held this position until his death in 1940. And it says here, regarding his role in partition, he played a crucial role in the events that led to the partition of Ireland and the establishment of Northern Ireland. His staunch defence of Unionist interests shaped the political landscape of Northern Ireland and Ireland moving forward. His political actions and policies were viewed by many Irish nationalists as discriminatory and divisive, and his leadership cemented sectarian divisions that became a hallmark of Northern Ireland moving forward, and possibly still to this day. And it says, it's like a summary. In essence, Lord Craigavon was a powerful unionist leader who shaped the foundation of Northern Ireland, and his legacy is one of staunch unionism, and he remains a controversial figure due to his role in partition and the establishment of Northern Ireland's political structure. So yes, folks, number 10 is James Craig, Lord Craigavon, the first Prime Minister of Northern Ireland. In ninth place, we have Frank Rann. And it says here, Frank Rann was a complex and controversial figure in 20th century Irish history. Here's a key summary of his key activities and events. He was an Irish Republican activist. He was involved in Irish Republicanism from a very young age, participating in the Irish War of Independence and the Irish Civil War. He rose to prominence within the Irish Republican Army, the IRA, and then he also was a socialist Republican. In the 1930s, he embraced socialist republicanism, becoming a leading figure in the Republican Congress. He also had a pivotal role in the Spanish Civil War. He led the Irish contingent of the International Brigades, fighting on the Republican side during the Spanish Civil War. Very controversial, and in World War II, following his capture in the Spanish Civil War, he was eventually released with the assistance of German military intelligence. His later connections with German intelligence during World War II are a source of significant controversy. In essence, Frank Rann's life was marked by his commitment to Irish republicanism and his involvement in various conflicts. However, his association with Nazi Germany has made him a very highly debated topic in Irish history. So there you go, folks. And number 9, according to AI, is Frank Rann. In number 8, we'll have Charles Haughey, or Haughey. Charles Haughey was a very prominent and very controversial Irish politician. Here's a summary of his career. His political career: he was a member of the Fianna Fáil political party. He served as Taoiseach, Irish Prime Minister, on multiple occasions. He was first elected to Dáil Éireann, the Irish Parliament, in 1957. He served in many ministerial positions. These are some of his key aspects. He was a dominant figure in Irish politics for many years. His time as Taoiseach is marked by both periods of economic change, but also by numerous economic scandals, which often meant his political career was marred by allegations of corruption. His controversy stems from the fact that he was implicated in the arms crisis of the 1970s. Numerous financial scandals and tribunals of inquiry damaged his political reputation. In short, Charles Haughey was a powerful and influential Irish politician whose career was marked by significant achievements and yet considerable controversy. Despite his popularity and political success, scandals involving financial impropriety damaged his reputation, with tribunals of inquiry revealed evidence of large-scale corruption, leading to widespread public disillusionment. His legacy is therefore one of a talented politician whose career is ultimately defined by scandal. So there you go, folks. Charles Haughey is number 8. In number 7, we'll have Roger Casement. It says here, Roger Casement was a complex and significant figure in Irish and international history. Here's a summary of his key aspects. He was a humanitarian activist. He gained international recognition for his reports exposing human rights abuses in the Congo Free State and the Putumayo region of Peru. His work highlighted the exploitation of indigenous populations by European colonial powers. He was also a very prominent Irish nationalist, and he became increasingly involved in Irish nationalism, advocating for Irish independence. He played a key role in the lead up to the 1916 Easter Rising, seeking German support for the rebellion. Controversy surrounding his execution, though. He was arrested and convicted of treason for his involvement in the 1916 Rising. He was executed by the British government in 1916. There is also controversy surrounding his personal diaries, which were used to discredit him at the time of his trial. Regarding his diplomatic career, before his involvement in the Irish independent movement, he had a long and distinguished career working for the British Foreign Office. In essence, Roger Casement's life was marked by his humanitarian work and his dedication to Irish nationalism. His legacy remains a subject of debate, reflecting the complexities of his life and the historical context in which he lived. So very prominent around the 1916 and revolutionary period in Ireland. So number 7, folks, was Roger Casement. And number 6, folks, we'll have Charles Stewart Parnell. Charles Stewart Parnell was a very influential Irish political leader in the late 19th century. Here's a breakdown of his significance. He was an Irish nationalist leader, and he was a key figure in the struggle for Irish Home Rule, which aimed to grant Ireland greater autonomy within the United Kingdom. He led the Irish Parliamentary Party, which held considerable influence in the British House of Commons. He was known for his effective political strategies and his ability to mobilise Irish public opinion. He played a crucial role in land reform and various other efforts in Ireland. However, his political career was significantly impacted by a public scandal involving a relationship and rumoured affair with Catherine O'Shea. This scandal eventually led to the split in the Irish Parliamentary Party. In essence, Charles Stewart Parnell was a powerful and charismatic leader who played a pivotal role in Irish Home Rule. However, his scandal revolving around Catherine O'Shea not only destroyed his political career, but also had a profound impact on the Irish Home Rule movement moving forward. The division it created weakened the movement and delayed the achievement of Home Rule. His legacy is therefore one of great achievement, followed by dramatic downfall. So yeah, folks, and number 6 is Charles Stewart Parnell. In 5th place, we'll have Gerry Adams. Gerry Adams is a long-term leader of Sinn Féin, a political party associated with Irish republicanism. Gerry Adams' role in Sinn Féin and his alleged involvement within the Provisional IRA have made him a very highly controversial figure. While he's played a crucial role in the Northern Ireland peace process, his past actions and statements continue to be scrutinised to this very day. His ability to move Sinn Féin from a fringe political movement to a mainstream political party has indeed cemented his legacy and place in Irish history. But his refusal to confirm or deny his role in the IRA has fueled much of the controversy that surrounds him to this day. His role in the Good Friday Agreement, while being a positive action, does not erase the negativity and speculation that surrounds his past. So there you go, folks. In 5th place, we'll have Gerry Adams. In 4th place, sort of linked with Gerry Adams, we'll have Ian Paisley. Ian Paisley was a very highly influential and controversial in Northern Irish politics. He was a political and religious leader. He was a prominent loyalist politician and Protestant religious leader, which is crucial. He founded the Free Presbyterian Church of Ulster and was leader of the Democratic Unionist Party, the DUP. He served as First Minister of Northern Ireland, and he was a member of the British Parliament and the European Parliament. However, he was very controversial. He was known for his staunch unionist views and often his varied rhetoric. His involvement in Northern Ireland's political conflicts made him a very divisive figure, and his early career was marked by strong opposition to the Catholic civil rights movement. In regards to his later political developments, in later life, he also entered into a sharing agreement with Sinn Féin, which again was very controversial at the time, although albeit significant. In essence, Ian Paisley was a dominant force in unionist politics, and indeed throughout Northern Ireland for many decades, and was a very prominent and controversial figure throughout the Troubles. So there you go, folks. In fourth place, we'll have Ian Paisley. In third place, we'll have Michael Collins. And it says here, Michael Collins was a very important figure in the early 20th century Irish struggle for independence. Here's a summary of his key roles. He was an Irish revolutionary. He was a leading figure in the Irish War of Independence. He was actually Director of Intelligence for the Irish Republican Army, again the IRA. He was known for his strategic planning and guerrilla warfare tactics. He then became a leader for Sinn Féin, and he was a key negotiator in the Anglo-Irish Treaty. And this is where the controversy deals from. Well, not only is also on top of the Irish War of Independence, but this. He was a key negotiator in the Anglo-Irish Treaty, and he was the chairman of the provisional government of the Irish Free State, which would go on to have a key role in the ensuing Irish Civil War. His support for the Anglo-Irish Treaty led to the Irish Civil War, and he became Commander-in-Chief of the National Army. Michael Collins' legacy is defined by the Anglo-Irish Treaty and the Irish Civil War. His role as a military strategist during the War of Independence earned him widespread admiration, but his decision to sign the treaty, which led to a partition of Ireland, remains deeply divisive. For some, he was a pragmatist who recognised the limitations of military force and sought the best possible outcome. For others, however, he was a traitor who betrayed the goal of a united Ireland. The Civil War, which followed the treaty, further intensified these divisions. Collins' death in the conflict added a layer of tragedy to his story, making him a romanticised figure for some and a symbol of betrayal to others. The big fella, as he was known, left a very large footprint in Irish history, and therefore also a large amount of controversy. So there you go, folks. In number 3, we'll have Michael Collins. And again, very much linked to Michael Collins, in second place, we'll have Eamon de Valera. And it says here, Eamon de Valera was a dominant figure in 20th century Irish politics, playing a crucial role in Ireland's struggle for independence and its subsequent development. Here's a concise overview. He was born in New York in 1882, but was raised in Ireland, and he was a commandant in the 1916 Easter Rising, and went on to play a significant role in the Irish War of Independence. He was a leading figure in Sinn Féin, but he opposed the Anglo-Irish Treaty, which led to the Irish Civil War. He founded the Fianna Fáil political party in 1926, and he served multiple terms as Taoiseach, Prime Minister of Ireland. He also served as President of Ireland. Some of his key policies and actions: he oversaw the drafting of the 1937 Constitution of Ireland, and he also pursued a policy of Irish neutrality during World War II. It says here, Eamon de Valera's long and multifaceted career makes him a subject of intense debate. His role in the Irish War of Independence cemented his status as a nationalist hero, but his subsequent actions, particularly during the Irish Civil War, created deep divisions. His leadership of the anti-treaty forces and his later political dominance. His leadership of the anti-treaty forces and his later political dominance shaped the course of 20th century Ireland and Irish politics. Critics point to his rigid adherence to principles, which they argued exacerbated the Civil War's bitterness. His conservative social policies and economic protectionism also drew heavy criticism. However, supporters would credit him with establishing a stable Irish state and navigating the challenges of World War II. His decision to maintain Irish neutrality during the war remains a major source of contention, however, with some viewing it as a pragmatic choice and others as a missed opportunity to oppose fascism. Therefore, his long political life means that he had many chances to create and indeed rewrite controversial periods in Irish history. His creation of the 1937 Constitution of Ireland in particular has also caused great debate due to its very Catholic social teachings. So there you go, folks. In number 2, closely linked to number 3, we'll have Eamon de Valera. And in number 1, can anybody guess who it is? In number 1, we'll have Oliver Cromwell. Oliver Cromwell was Lord Protector of the Commonwealth of England, Scotland, and Ireland in the 17th century. He was a 17th century English political and military leader who played a pivotal role in the English Civil Wars and the subsequent establishment of the Commonwealth of England. Here's a breakdown of his key aspects. Regarding the English Civil Wars, he rose to prominence as a skilled military commander during the Wars of the Three Kingdoms. He was instrumental in the parliamentarian victory over King Charles I. He was a key figure in the execution of King Charles I in 1649. Following the establishment of the Commonwealth, he became Lord Protector of England, Scotland, and Ireland from 1653 to 1658. This period marked a time of Republican rule in England, but he was hugely controversial in Ireland. His 1649 military campaign in Ireland is specifically highly controversial. The sieges of Drogheda and Wexford, marked by significant violence, are particularly remembered. His actions and the subsequent land confiscations have left a lasting negative impact on Irish historical memory. In regards to his religious influence, he was a devout Puritan, and his religious beliefs influenced his political and military actions. His name evokes visceral reactions in Ireland, primarily due to his 1649 campaign. As I said, his military actions, particularly the sieges of Drogheda and Wexford, were marked by extreme violence against civilian populations. These events became symbols of English brutality and oppression in Irish historical memory. Beyond the immediate bloodshed, Cromwell's land confiscations and settlement policies had long-lasting consequences, reshaping Irish land ownership and contributing to sectarian divisions. His campaign is not merely a historical event, it's a foundational trauma that continues to influence Irish identity and perceptions of Anglo-Irish relations to this day. Modern historical analysis attempts to provide context, however, but the sheer scale of violence ensures that Cromwell remains a figure of profound controversy. And I must stress, folks, it is important to understand the context of 17th century. War in that time was extremely brutal. with many sieges across Europe seen in similar outcomes. But it cannot be denied, folks, that Oliver Cromwell is a figure of historical controversy in Ireland, and according to AI, is the #1 most controversial in Irish history. So there you go, folks. That was the top 10 most controversial figures in Irish history, again, according to AI. And it's the first video in this brand new series. What top 10 should I do next? Any topics open for discussion, folks, and I'll try my best to do it. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a nice day.